What do you got? That's all he's got. Oh. Well, river rats, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really feel like fishing that much. I've been on the water like 19 of the last 21 days or something like that. Yeah, boo-hoo, woe is me. But had to keep in mind that, you know, in a month or so, I'm gonna be wishing I could catch flatheads and I won't have the option. So I'm gonna try and get after it while I can. Don't feel bad for me. Don't ever feel bad for me. All right, let's go. Caught some shad, also wrecked my cast net. So I guess I get to work on that while I'm waiting for a bite, which gives me something to do. So I ain't complaining. There's a gentleman over on the bank with a fully functioning cast net. I'm very jealous. All right, here we go. Big cast. Well, I hit a fish on the way down. It's gotta be a good sign, right? I think I have some old big shad in the cooler. Not as fresh, but big, bloody. They've been cold. They've been on ice. I might be getting nibbed already by something. Would not hurt my feelings a bit. All right, go get him, buddy. Ooh, that was a nice, big, satisfying slap. Put him out off to the side. Put another big old. Actually, we'll go with 3 shad. All right, time to wait and wait on a fish. Waiting on Ryan. Ryan's supposed to be on his way. I'll zip back and pick him up. And then it was raining. I got this top for a reason. Anytime now, catfish. Anytime. Well, turtles are happening. Not a whole lot else. Still waiting on Ryan. He had very valid excuses. Just had a flathead and he just let it go. Is that a flathead or a turtle? I'm betting a turtle. I really want to be wrong though. What time is it? Ryan's supposed to be here in like half hour. He's got a half hour. Then we'll go pick up Ryan. I think we're good on bait. I think the turtle left. Maybe. Got him? Ooh!
I got him.
You got him. Here, I'll get this out of the way. How's he?
Shakes.
Head shakes? That's not a bad sign.
He always in my
I'll get the net. So Ryan joined the party just in time to catch.
all over a little one.
Yeah, it's the right kind. He was nice enough to tangle all your lines.
Ah. Sweetness.
He ain't that tiny. He ain't that big, but he ain't that tiny.
He got more line on him. Less weight. Jesus.
What'd he eat?
Shad.
Shad. Need pliers or you good? You got it. Okay.
Now let's do this. Jesus. Well, he wasn't getting away even if the hook didn't get him.
He made you a cast net.
He's free. Cute little guy.
Well, he ain't bad. He's over 10.
Yeah. Yeah, he's pretty. 12, 13.
Honestly, I'm just happy to see one because I didn't want to get the skunk here.
Yeah.
the streak continues.
Now we just double him up.
Yeah, well, it'd be nice to catch one about 3 times bigger.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Good to go?
Yep.
No splashing, huh?
You didn't give him a chance.
Now we got this.
What is going on? Trash? Nope. That's a fish. I think, or a turtle. You gonna get for real, dude? Yeah. Almost. A big old bluegill on there. You drop it? What do you got? That's all he's got. Oh. That's more of what I was hoping to see. He's actually growing a little bit. No, he's not bad. Come here, net. Wrong side of the boat. He's woke up, I guess. I'm not really woke up. He ain't bad at all. I was thinking you were like 2 pounds, bro. Big fella. Medium big fella. Yes, stop. What a jerk. Usually they're a little more mild-mannered. That flathead's a jerk. He's also got weird sores. Maybe he got bit. Probably spawning scars that are healing up, but what a wonderful way to wake up to a beautiful sunrise right behind me. That's pretty dorky. But I don't care because I got a flathead. Alright. I'm gonna let the little guy go. Well, he was ready. He had a big old bluegill. And I should probably get going. What a wonderful way to wake up, though. Best alarm clock in the world. Well, lots changed since I recorded that video, including the flow. I'm debating whether I keep it or get rid of it, but one thing stays the same. Flatheads like cut bait. I saved that footage, not because I was holding out on you all, but because I didn't think it told that great of a story, but it does make good footage to use alongside with some tips to help you catch a few more fish. Plus, it's flatheads. I figured it'd be a great time to post a video with flatheads in it. Hope you agree. But cut bait. I feel like cut bait's an underappreciated aspect of flathead fishing. The first tip of the 5 tips I have for flatheads with cut bait is use cut bait. For a long time, myself and I'm sure a lot of other people get sucked into the whole live bait only thing, like flatheads only eat live bait, and that's 100% not true. I mean, there's so many examples of flatheads eating things other than fresh live bait that you're limiting yourself significantly if you don't experiment with other bait options. The second one's almost as much of a no-brainer as the first one. If you want to catch more flatheads on cut bait, you use cut bait. If you want to catch more flatheads, don't only use cut bait, because there's times where they prefer live bait, there's times where they prefer dead bait, there's times where they probably prefer leopard frogs. Like, who knows? But the more you get out there and try different stuff, you're gonna like, I'm a fan of putting out a buffet, you know, like almost any given time of year, I'm gonna have a rod with some fresh cut bait of sorts, some live baits of sorts, and let the fish tell me what they want, you know, because they're probably not gonna turn their nose up at a good fresh meal if they happen to swim right over it, but sometimes they definitely will go out of their way more to eat one thing over the other, and if you have it all out there, I feel like it boosts your odds. Now the third one is probably the least considered aspect of using cut bait. When you're using cut bait, use big chunks of cut bait. Now it's not always the answer. Like, once again, experiment, put out a bunch of stuff. Little chunks of cut bait can be really good too, but as a general rule, especially pre-spawn, big chunks of cut bait, like hand-sized bluegills with their tails snipped off, are the ones that are going to give you your best shot at, you know, getting the attention of a really big fish, which if you're flathead fishing, odds are you probably want to catch a really big fish. With that being said, sprinkle in a few smaller chunks too. It's never a bad idea. Or even go double hook rig with 2 small chunks of cut bait. Variety is a good idea. So that last one is a legit nitty-gritty tip that's going to help you out a lot. And if you stuck it out this long, the fourth one, you can take this to the bank. Oily bait fish is better, usually. Shad, skipjack, suckers, moon eye, gold eye, which are pretty much almost the same thing, at least from a bait perspective. Like, all of those are going to be your top tier cut baits. Oh, crappie's a good one too, but and I'm not saying they won't eat cut carp or cut bluegill or sunfish or stuff like that, because they absolutely will. But if I had to pick one, the oilier the bait fish, the more attractive it is to flatheads and pretty much all other catfish. Use what you can get. That's the best bait. But those are my top 5 for sure. And the last one, more important than probably any of the other things to keep in mind with cut bait, other than actually using cut bait, is keep it fresh and rebait often. Like, those oils and those blood, all that blood gets washed out of the bait and it loses its attracting ability. And sure, there's times where you get lazy and you leave a bait sitting out for like hours and then it gets picked up by a slob. Like, that happens, but it's all calculated luck, you know. Like, you put the best bait in the best spot at the best time, it gives you your best odds. Like, and that's not a guarantee, it's odds. Like, maybe this spot's a 60% spot, maybe the spot's a 20% spot. You throw crappy bait in the 60% spot and you still have better odds of catching a fish than good bait in the 20% spot. I mean, other than that, like, keep it fresh. Use frozen if you have to. I prefer not to use frozen, at least for flatheads. Blues and channels seem to get over it more than flatheads do. And then don't let your bait sit on there for hours. Like, if it's hot out, I rebait every 15 to 45 minutes, depending on the size of the bait. If the bait's like really big, I'll leave it on there longer because it's got more juices in it. If it's small, I'm going to rebait more often. If it's cold, the juices don't get washed out as easily as when it's hot, so I'll leave it on there longer when the water's colder. But either way, I'm refreshing baits as much as I can. Sometimes you don't have very much bait and you got to fish with what you got, but if I have bait aplenty, I'm refreshing quite regularly. That's pretty much all I know. Maybe I don't know. I'm going to go out and try and figure out some new things this year, and hopefully I know more by the end than when I started. But hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you learned a few things, and if you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you want to see more of it, hit the subscribe button. You're all awesome, and everybody who watches my videos, all of you, means a ton, for real. I don't know what else to say, so I'll just say thanks. Hope you catch a giant.